timeout setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Third and long for Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
On third down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Open man is Allison, complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers throwing again. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers again now. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go, D. Set. Switch.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He hauls it in. Valdes-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You got it. You got it.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers going to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. First down, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
The question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Cousins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bailey's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumerow. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He'll look to throw. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll run it here with a fullback, Vitale. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish.
Yeah. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't 8 in weeks, working.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in.
For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a... You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will...
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. The Broncos head out for their first drive, and at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now for the BYU man is Jamal Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. He's only missed 6 games in his NFL career. He protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
There are the numbers for Brate from a week ago. 6 catches, 76 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing again on second down. Flacco, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flacco to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior.
That's our mark. That's our mark. Get in the weight room.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. Open man here is Hamilton. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Packers pick it up.
Receiver downfield offense.
So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Flacco now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now Flacco. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cameron Brate, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field. The Super Bowl 52 champs hosting a team that's never won a Super Bowl, the Detroit Lions. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Alshon Jeffrey, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be in. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flacco looks to throw. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now it's Flacco. And that's incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted it.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England.
Again?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
This is what people like. It's all love. It's not hate.
Steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat. Pass play, that is his
I will cry if you don't love on me.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Yeah.
Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point.
Hey,
big play
did you just join
coming.
the party
This
and
is
not
3rd
say
and long.
anything now?
My mic was muted, I'm sorry.
You go nut boy.
Fuck you, bitch.
Saying you are nut.
You wanna see it? Bro, I hit his shoulder blade. This guy's retarded.
Do you have a box that you nut in?
I use escalator.
I still can't believe that this dude came in a box for like 5 years to the point where it felt like its own life.
Go on, throw it on.
No. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mom found the cum jar.
They're literally one of the worst teams in the league!
Who's it, Miami?
And they're gonna beat us.
Miami.
What team is it?
I'm playing fucking Madden. I'm going against the damn Broncos because their defense is retarded.
The Broncos.
For some reason, fucking Nick Chubb and fucking Von Miller just raping me the whole game. Dude, literally, Von Miller just fucking claps my cheeks every fucking 10 seconds. It's so fucking annoying, bro. Like, I'm about to bring out my cheese play.
So funny, too. Like, you know, dude will sack you and then just start humping the air in front of you. Just make you feel bad.
No! Fuck!
Christ!
Come here, mate.
What do you keep growling at me for?
B-ball. Big chunky.
We literally blitzed! Where was everyone? Holy fucking shit, dude.
What's up, Big Chungus? Like, I want you to pet me. I want you to pet me. Hey, guy. You. She's trying to jump over the couch.
Tackle the fucker! Fumble!
Hey, come here.
Hayden, your mic is so cancer.
Hey, don't talk about it like that.
A-ball's trying to hurt herself.
Let's 1v1 BB-8s only. Just BB units. Oh my god, I'm at my 5-yard line and Von Miller's on the other team. I'm literally about to get fucked. Throw the ball, Hayden!
Wait, can you actually hear the ball?
Is my mic that quiet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you put the mic volume on max? I'll do it too.
Well, maybe you should turn your damn mics down.
I'll do it too.
Fuck, you do that shit and I'm leaving.
What did she do?
What do you want, Macy?
Why can't you catch a ball? Mason Crosby, you know you ain't hitting shit.
Go lay down. Come on, lay down. Nice.
You're literally in my top 10 worst NFL players of all time.
Go lay down. Otherwise, you're gonna be in your kennel.
Dude, throw the fucking ball, dude. We had 2 people on Von Miller, and he got past them both in 1 second. Like, he's not this fucking good, dude. I am a fan of Von Miller. He's not that fucking good. If he was that fucking good, dude, the Broncos would make a Super Bowl every damn year, dude. What even is this garbage?
Yeah.
So, by the way, I'm hearing it. You actually, the characters you play actually matter. It's not skill.
Right.
Hey, bro, you like my mic?
Doesn't sound like cancer now.
Talking to them.
Or for a little bit.
I'm not talking to you. Why are you looking at me? I'll fight you.
I have to throw it to him.
No.
Oh my god!
You like my microphone? Is it good?
Here, I'll make this more enjoyable for you guys. I'm gonna raise my microphone volume all the way.
Turn back. There we go.
Oh my
there we go, boys.
Turned it
What? You want to turn it up? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he wants you to turn it up.
Yeah, let me turn it up. And
bro, you're a bitch made as fuck! There's a bomb exploding in his house.
love this mic. This thing sounds like an old Xbox mic or like PS3 one did.
Where the fuck is the cheese play?
What? Do you want? Would you rather be in your kennel? I don't even. You can't even understand the language from you.
I think this is my old cheese play that I used to do on this game.
Sleep
I
on my
hope.
face.
Mason Crosby, if you fucking miss this, you're fired. I don't even fucking care. You're literally on death row tonight.
Like 14. Memphis?
Bro, they literally iced me. It's Mason fucking Crosby. He's not gonna make this shit.
Around there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime.
From what I've been told, no.
Yes!
Mace, lay down. She was perfectly fine in the video. What happened? Oh,
I'm literally in overtime against the fucking Broncos, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Did nobody hear what Memphis just said?
No.
What trolls are those?
It explained what Jack says about him perfectly. Wait, was
like
that you, Jack, that said all he
trolls.
does is eat and pee? Was that you that said that, or was that someone else? Jack. Jackson!
I like dog. Wow.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going
Hey, Barley.
scoring a touchdown
Hi.
in the game because they were used to just
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the dog named Barley who just ran up to me.
Yeah, it's me.
No.
Fucking cunt.
If it's you, then lick me.
The where? Put peanut butter on it. Makes me horny. Oh my god! Lazard! 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 Dive! Yes!
Dude, shut up.
Clifford's part of the Trey blood.
Dude, I fucking won in overtime against them, bro. That shit was crazy.
I mean, why are you only playing sports games lately?
Fuck you.
I'm asking a fucking question.
I don't know, they're fine. I've been playing Minecraft.
Don't give me that fuck you shit,
Mr.
bro.
Krabs is
Fuck
part
you.
of the Stone Bloods.
At least I didn't ask. At least I was like, why are you such a bitch? Type.
Dude, I don't want to fucking work today.
Do you want me to? You know what? You can lay down.
Alright, I'll lay down.
Lay down.
Alright.
Lay down.
I'm doing it. Fuck
Mace,
you.
lay down.
I'm doing it.
I'm not talking to you, bitch.
I'll eat your dick right now. No cap.
If I hear you screaming upstairs, I'm going to hit you.
Ow! 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 That's a fart, dude. No cap. Devon, I just farted.
Why did
Tell
you
Devon to
tell
rejoin
me
the party.
that?
'Cause I can't hear him. Yeah.
Alright, Devon, I'm down to do like 2 games and I have to go take shit. A Battlefront, you good?